Hey guys, so today I'm doing a stream with CryptoFace. I've got him on the other line here. We're just gonna basically chat about whatever some of the different things I guess that have been going on. Like we chat a little bit about a few different things that we've been seeing at least in this space.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, man. If you want to interject.
There's a couple things going on. We have to be careful. It's Saturday night. I actually have a night to myself. So if I say anything I regret, let's not take anything too seriously here, folks.
So, what do we want to talk about? One of the things I want to mention, I think this is going to be the last day that I'm staying at this apartment here. I'm taking off. I'm going to be traveling full time, so I'm going to be heading to a few different places in Vietnam here, and we're trying to do some more like collaborative live streams and setting this up the right way. So I think the volume on this is a lot better. So I think this is going to be a little bit better than doing it through OBS.
When you meet with these companies, like, what do they find valuable with you? Is it that you're a promoter? Do they seek your connections? What do people seek from you, or these platforms seek from you?
I mean, I get people that reach out and contact me from time to time, and I guess everybody kind of has a different marketing strategy on kind of what they're doing. I mean, I'm more of really just kind of trying to understand, I guess, what I see as some of the best earning platforms right now, because traveling on that, I'm living on that, and so that enables me to kind of also have the ability to do what I'm doing, which is traveling full time, and having the freedom to do that. So that's I think the direction that I'm kind of taking my channel. So I've had other people that have companies that have reached out to me that want me to help with what they're doing, and if it's something I feel like I mesh with, or it's something that I believe in it, or I can just see a little bit more into it, like the Scavenger Bot one that I think that you were working on and did some of the first videos on, and just kind of looking into that and how that interacts with BitMex and everything, because I got a little bit away from BitMex after kind of working with you a little bit on trading, and I'm actually pretty excited about the Scavenger Bot. I think that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one, and I know that you realize when you are putting out these platforms, and you're trying to make sure that you don't screw everything up, that it's done a great job at that, but there's still the people still roar for more. There's still people are and it's you just let it go. And yes, volatility is down a little bit. I know they're adding Ethereum. That should be ready. I believe probably maybe in a month sometime. And I haven't told anyone this information either. This is all stuff I talk with those guys and whatnot. So Scavenger Bot's good. BitMex is really easy to work with when it comes to bot programming things.
Yeah, I mean, I had some previous experience working with Hozbot and kind of hooking up APIs to that, and a lot of the problems that at least that we had originally with that was kind of the server connectivity, which this is kind of seems to be working in terms of not having issues with that, because I can go into my BitMex account and see all of the different trades that it's doing pretty much every hour.
Yeah.
It's kind of smaller amounts, but it's it's inside your own account.
It's there, huh?
Yeah. Yep. It's your own account. It's your own bot that's working for you. And so I had a little bit of experience with that with Hozbot originally, and that's why I really was very interested in BitConnect when it was the huge kind of lending platform of 2017. And with the fallout of that, and now everyone's kind of using that as the example or the poster child of what not, you know, to be. And you have all of these newer platforms that are coming up that you know, have the ability to earn from just being in them and being invested in them. You run the risk with some of them if they fail, and some of them do. And like how best do you like go about vetting like a certain platform? At least with Scavenger Bot, you know, you're you can see everything that's going on like inside your own account. So let me bring this up real quick. I'll bring up my account here so people can see. I've been showing this to people because
we'll see how payment goes. So that's kind of like my next. We're gonna see how smooth that process is or how rocky that process is. But there is some behind the doors discussion of there's to make sure that people who don't have $2,000 worth even of Bitcoin split between two bots, like there's a way we can make it so it's like you don't have to send such a couple Satoshis or some bullshit. And so, and I think one of the ideas was like prepay for usage, you know, and yeah, it's good. The principles, and it has foundation. It's not that there's not going to be, we'll see what kind of bumps we have in the road, but like the most important thing, like the motor is like the most important thing in any car. Like the motor is tuned really well. Yeah. And there's yeah, it's, yeah. I
mean, it did like 7 trades, just this past night. So it's like, yeah, I like it, man. Like I'm looking to just start, you know, kind of, you know, seeing how this goes. But it kind of
it eats the rib. It's like it eats the rib off of, you know what I mean? It's like eating a rib. That's all it does. Like you're not making anything on maybe off the big move up or down, right? Actually, you sort of are, because it builds up like a snowball, and over time, like the market will come back there. And so like, it's okay if you have a snowball in the negative, because all that means is your payout's going to be big. The most important thing is that snowball, like making sure it doesn't get too big where it squishes you, Indiana Jones shit. So and you can manage that, like you're okay, and that's the key, and that's what Scavenger Bot does well.
It's like in my order history, they're all like really small trades. Like, is there a way to like increase with I mean, obviously I need to put like, I don't have a whole lot of money in this account. I need to start putting a little bit more Bitcoin in here, but is there a way to like increase like the risk tolerance or however that works? Like, I don't know if they have something like that dialed in.
Yeah, there will be those. We don't, those custom features aren't out yet, but they will be. Don't have a disclosed time when they will, but I think what everyone needs to take a step back and realize is not losing like does come first when other people, when you're just putting something out there and someone else you don't know halfway across the world that has a family is putting 10 grand on it or 100 grand on it. The number one thing is to make sure that 100 grand doesn't turn into a shit ball and then you're fucked. So
yeah,
that's what Scavenger Bot's going. That's what Scavenger Bot, you know, has kind of going for it. And it's got plenty of other good things too. But as I said, there's more shit coming, and it's, you know, it is what it is, folks. Let time go by, and who knows, whatever the fuck you want to do with your lives. Live your life, people.
It's still really new. So
it's like the Ron Popeil. I've been wanting to add. Oh shit! I gotta take this phone call. Hang on 1 second.
What is the difference between Scavenger and ReggieBot? That's a good question. Let me look up ReggieBot because I don't know much about it, but I've heard a lot of this, the comparisons. So this is ReggieBot. Average 1% a day on your BitMEX account. So link it up with your Bitmex account.
All right, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. Do you know the difference between this and ReggieBot? Like, that was one of the questions on the stream. I don't know much about ReggieBot, but I got it up.
There's actually there's actually a couple differences. I'm not the coder. What the difference as far as the trading wise? There's actually kind of a big one, and I believe ReggieBot uses, long story short, like a DCA, a different type of DCA, dollar cost averaging strategy than what Scavenger Bot does. That's the simple way of putting it.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying like one's necessarily better than the other or whatnot. I believe, and I haven't ran ReggieBot myself. I have people messaging me, telling me that they are, and like they're comparing the two and whatnot. I've had two people. One of them's a whale. One of them's just like an average guy using a couple thousand. Haven't really heard anything back from the whale, good nor bad. And then the other guy said that like he hasn't made anything with ReggieBot, but Scavenger Bot's like just like already producing results for him. I know people want more. There's going to be days where like things spike, but maybe not. You know, we could be heading into a market that's just stale, you know, and so I'll do my best to make sure that, you know, we can persuade them to stay on top. Okay, like adding Ethereum now, even though it might take a month. What if Ethereum gets too stable? Well, then we can add Cardano. We can go into more shit coins. And so we might have to go that route depending on the market. And so I love being able to help navigate a good ship, and it's a good little ship, and good. It's got a good crew.
Yeah, I like it. I like where that's going. So, what would you were in Profit Trailer before too? Like, are you still working with that? Because I never really got into that.
Hell no.
No.
No. Profit Trailer is great. My first love, Betty. I would use Profit Trailer still probably if they didn't change to like version 2, which just kind of eventually became too much, and you know I was moving on to other things and trying other things, and you know I feel like that's what got my channel like 5,000. I was able to help a lot of people. I came, I saw, I conquered. I came, I saw, I conquered. Said what's up, me and Crow. Met at the crypto conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crow was like my first beef, dude. Crow was my first beef.
I like Crow. I don't watch him all the time, but I think he's got some interesting perspectives on some stuff. But he's kind of still more of like a news guy. He's still kind of like we're just reporting like kind of, I don't know. At least that's kind of more of the vibe I get from him.
I also have my Discord. You know what? I'll tell you what. This didn't help either. When I posted a video of how to pick up women, and some people took it really offensive. There was like an overthrow in my Profit Trailer Discord. I was like, you know, like screw these people, like whatever, like Jesus Christ, like goddamn, we don't need to bring up all this old shit. But Profit Trailer is just more complicated. I don't necessarily made improvements in certain areas I wanted to, and the affiliate pay was a little funky. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of these different ones. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we want to switch gears and talk about like the stream we were just on. Like, there was a lot of stuff that was like the controversy behind the A-bot. Like, you know, for those of you guys that don't know, like there was Time is Crypto was on stream debating Bits Away, and it's kind of interesting to hear like their different perspectives. But Tick is a guy that is really really. His primary argument seems to revolve around A-bot transparency, and they don't really have that, with arbitraging, or at least not yet. Or that's something that maybe they might do, like in the future. Like, I mean, I think part of it is, and you know, there's ways that they want to be careful about some of the transparency they do because of kind of the legal climate. Like, you know, you take something like BitConnect, like they're still under legal fire, and they're still trying to figure out like how that's all gonna play out. And so some of these more centralized entities, if you're making something like it's a company, and you start getting into these worlds, like they're trying to be careful about what they're doing. Whereas, you know, I guess, you know, Tick is making the primary argument that it's like, you know, there's no proof of what, you know, what's going on here, and so I don't see this as a valid, you know, cryptocurrency project, and that's why, like, you know, he has the stance that he does. So I don't know. What were your thoughts on that? Because I know we were both in the chat a little bit.
All right. So I've had a little bit of time to think about this while you've been speaking. So first off, we know that the chat was the place to be. I didn't even really want to watch it, but it was a good gathering of. I feel like, you know, like everyone was there, and so the chat. All right, so in the future, let's say, all right, there's a couple different paths, man. This is a deep question you're asking me, Clover. Like, here's what I'll say. If they were going to, I believe the direction that they are going to end up going is hopefully this is where they end up going. Is where they have personal A-bots, right? Where, and I know David has mentioned this to me before, not necessarily recently, but I believe when I was speaking with him a couple months ago. And I was like, you know, that is the right thing to do. And here's why it would make sense. If you have, like, there could be a certain number where they don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? They don't want a bot to grow to a certain level. Or maybe they don't want to manage 20, 30, 40, 50 million or whatever, right? And I'm not saying that there would be limits, but if it was me, I know that would be on my mind. So I'd be like, shit, if I have my own automatic bot,
that's a good point.
I'm going to sell the hell out of this. You know what I mean? And so maybe, yeah, to raise money in the beginning, fire that bitch up, pool it. I know what that feeling's like, Clover. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know what? Shit, just let me handle it because I think I can do it. You know what I mean? But then you get stresses and everyone's flopping and groping and they all want more and more and more and more. So if I was bits away, I would have said something like that, right? But I don't know what he knows. But hopefully for arbitraging in the future, here's what I think would be cool. If they said, boom, everyone gets an A-bot, you can kind of maybe mess with it yourself or whatever. It works, right? And we are no longer accepting anything in an RA-bot. If you're in A-bot already, you know, we're going to let that cruise. Like, we'll pay you out every day or something like that. You know, like, once, like, you're here early or some shit, but we don't want to take on any more. That could be a thought. So,
yeah.
Hopefully arbitraging goes into selling automatic bots, and it's got to be a lot easier to set up. The truth about MBot, here's the truth about MBot. The truth about MBot is it does work. Just people think you can just fire a trade through and it come right back that instant second. Sometimes you can do that. Most of the time you can't. If it's all set up automatic, though, if you have an automatic bot, you can with no exchange issues. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, MBot would be worth it to a lot more people going through the shitstorm of setting up all the API keys, dealing with errors, running into walls, breaking the walls, figuring it out. All that would be worth it if it did it for you. It's not worth the time to people because even though it's just one click, so on and so forth. There's still a lot more that goes into it.
Yeah.
People want things done for them. I want things done for me. You want things done for you. We all want things done for us.
It takes
personal
time.
A-bots.
And there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve. It's not for everyone. So
now here's some hearsay. It was just on a couple videos a day. Was it not PJ? Did he not say that David showed him an automatic version of the quote-unquote M-bot where it was trading for him? Now, getting into hearsay, I almost don't even want to bring it up because I don't really want to get into hearsay. You know what I'm saying? Hearsay. But this was just freshly said. If that's true, then I don't know. Maybe I probably gotta talk to David about it again next time I talk to him. Be like, yo, man, what's up with the Autobot? You know what I'm saying? Let me take a sniff.
Yeah. When I've talked to him, it seems as though, like, I think the perspective you brought up of managing that kind of portfolio, you know, is what they're trying to get away from and move more into the direction of offering, you know, bots and that sort of thing to the user. It's just that it's going to take time for those to be, you know, worked out with the team that he's working with. So, you know, he showed me a little bit of the team, you know, and so it's like, some of the stuff, it just takes time and you got to work through some of the stuff. I've heard rumors of like patents and things like that. And so, I guess one of the things I just try to, you know, I see a lot, it seems to be a lot more of like a personal attack, you know, where it's not really like, I mean, they're basically like only going to show or disclose what they're going to. And if people don't get, you know, the answers they want, it seems to me like they just start turning it more into a personal attack.
Well, I mean, I can see why, but I must say, you know, I knew what that little debate was going to be like before I even watched it. You know, everyone just acted the way I thought they would act and did little things that, you know, they would do. That's all I'm going to say. There's more I could say about it. We could really make this stream very entertaining. But it's fun. What I was saying before actually the stream started was that, like, what I like about you, Clover, is it's fun to be, like, benign sometimes. And, like, you know, I just represent myself, and I really do care about my followers to, like, it's like more than it's, I don't know, I love doing it. You know, I love doing it. And I love spreading, like, good free information, like giving out patterns and shit. And, like, people hit me up for consultations all the time. And, like there's people I'm like, damn, like, that'd make a great pupil. And, like, I almost don't even want to charge them. Like, I feel weird charging them because I feel like it's like, if I was, you're supposed to give, like, in giving, that's what you really receive.
Yeah.
You know, of course I like to wet my beak, don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Good times. I've been through fucking this YouTube drama shit, you know, and, like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I got more important things in my life, you know. Yeah.
It seems to be a lot more, like, I mean, from my perspective, more of like an American thing, like, because, like, over here people aren't as confrontational. It's kind of like looked at a little bit different way, but my primary audience is American and is back in the States, which, you know, it's like, I don't know, like, I try to take a little bit more of like I try not to jump to conclusions too much. Like, I try to, because there's a lot of BS out there and there's a lot of misinformation. And it is, if you're really wanting to dive in and find the authenticity of some of these programs and things like that, you might be able to find that. But at the same time, it might not be, it might not mean that the business itself or the platform you're in still doesn't have the potential to, like, fail, you know. And really, you know, we can look at kind of like what we've seen, like, in the past, and I think you're seeing a lot of platforms are kind of, you know, kind of using that as like a reference point. But I mean, all of these platforms have a different kind of innovation behind them, which is really cool to see. You know, like, I mean, NovaChain today, like, geez, what is NovaChain's price? I've made a ton of money on the
what is that coin's price? How's that going?
I was up at 147 like the last time
Wow.
I saw.
Good for them.
Yeah, so like the price of the coin has really been going up. Yeah, it's 146 right now. So, you know.
Has anyone scanned their trades recently, like to see if do they still have the trade reel? Yeah, show me your thing. Show me your NovaChain thing. The stream up on like a small delay, but do they still have? Are they still flashing their trades?
Yeah. I mean, it could be total bullshit, but you know, they're at least showing what they're doing. You said there's a way to like scan their trades?
Sure. In fact, you can do it using the M-Bot if you'd like to make it kind of easy. If there's similar exchanges on there, if it's talking about the same exchanges. So when I earlier before, like in the beta, quote unquote, testing NovaChain, but they had the little reel of all the trades showing through, and I looked them up, and none of them, you know, were real or real time, and I'm like, okay, well, like how far back in history could some of these trades have been? So you know, you check through back in history, and it's like, okay, that didn't happen for 3 days or 4 days, or hasn't happened. Maybe this one has, or whatever, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in NovaChain, so I don't know what it looks like now.
Let me bring this up a little bit. So this is my NovaChain account. I'll bring this back. So this is like, they basically have their Rex platform, which is essentially the, you know, another word for lending. The token price is shot up today though. So, what is the ETH price? It's basically 0.007.
Damn.
So, yeah, it's getting up there. And then look at the Rex. This is their Rex log. So, like the last trade was Binance to Huobi. It was Cardano.
All right, let me see. I'll go ahead and pull up. Let's see. Pull up the M-Bot here.
Let me set this.
I believe both of those exchanges are on. Huobi's on M-Bot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's. What did it say? What was it?
I could find a different one. That one was Binance to Huobi. It was like Ethereum to Cardano is what I'm seeing. I guess like 1.4 Ethereum.
All right, ETH. Okay, let's see this. To here, all right, Cardano.
Checking
what else is there?
I don't know. I haven't gone through and like gone through the authenticity of their trades, but you know, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt at this point. But the platform itself like seems to have at least when I looked into it, like the community, the Telegram groups, you know, the Twitter, you know, they're trying to have some level of community, but they're also just they're remaining anonymous. They're remaining anonymous, but they're showing, you know, everything that they're doing. So I hadn't put a whole lot in to begin with, and I just kind of played with it, and I've just been putting more and more in. And right now it's been a good play. Like I really like their Novabox, how that ties into ETH, and they're able to get that listed on DApp Radar. Let's see what it is on DApp Radar right now. Like that one has actually been has a decent amount of daily active users.
Did they ever release that paper or something they were talking about? Like they were like, this paper will answer like everyone's questions and everything. Like, did they release that?
I don't know anything about that, but
and that was like their main answer for like every single thing they said. They were like releasing something in writing that was just going to handle everything. But
their Novabox right now is like 48. That's dropped down. It only has like 28 daily active users. But it's more of like a Nova DApp, you know, with like Ethereum, you know, tied to it to get it listed on DApp Radar. I mean, there's only like 200 Ethereum in it. Like, let me see, 240. Oh, I need a lot. I'd have to set this up here. Yeah, 240 ETH in it. So let me switch this around. You get you get the way it's like split up is there's an 11% fee when you get into it. So much like a lot of these smart contracts, 4% goes to the ETH token holders, and 6% goes into Nova holders, at least how they have that split up. So, and I think that works. Same thing with Nova. Like if you drop Nova into it, it ties into ETH in terms of like, you know, paying out a little bit in that sense. I'm not sure how it does that though, but looks interesting.
Yeah, I'll check it out sometime.
But that one is one that I've been in, and so like it's the reason I like it is because it has like a different level of transparency behind kind of what it's doing, and at least right now it's been profitable. So my plan is to basically, like with a lot of these platforms, get in at a certain level and then take out about like a third of like your daily you know, profits at some point, so you can kind of continuously grow your account, but you're still pulling a little bit, and that's all I really need to live on. You know, with collectively with you know, having, you know, 4 or 5 of these platforms running.
Word.
I was showing something on my screen a little bit earlier. Someone brought this up. I want to look into this, but apparently on Infowars, Alex Jones is talking about BitConnect.
What did he say?
He says, see the black band pill Quan BitConnect video. Here, let me play the video.
Discover the most banned broadcast in the world at Infowars.com/show.
In all this devastation, there was also the denial.
BitConnect.
There were people that, even though the value of BitConnect had literally gone to zero,
I want to hear him say it.
That this was all disinformation, and that everyone on Earth but them had fallen for the disinformation, and that now they were going to double down BitConnect. And people did. People bought more, even after it had gone to basically zero. People bought more BitConnect. There was even like a little mini pump after the crash. I don't know why, but I mean, humans are funny that way. So, needless to say,
oh my God, I'm gonna have to clip that.
The human devastation that was dealt, it was dealt out to people who just wanted to have hope. They just wanted to have some dreams come true. And honestly, it takes a certain kind of person to use trust in humanity and hope against people. So not only were there these human casualties, but you know, what did this mean for the future of cryptocurrency? How many of these people you think that had been financially ruined by the BitConnect scam would ever invest in crypto?
The Pulsar thing talking?
The Pulsar thing?
Yeah, it looks like it's, I'm telling you, it looks like we're talking to like an ethereal god.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still holding my BCC. I'm still holding my BitConnect.
Yeah, I'm still staking some. I was able to sell. I'm pretty sure I was. Never mind.
That was the intro.
If you're watching us live at Infowars.com, put that back up. That's incredible. That is Los Angeles and other areas with a red sun under smoke. And the
under BitConnect. When BitConnect went down. That's what California looked like, bro, when BitConnect fucking went down. It was the red sun, baby.
A few movies I've been trying to be in them. And then they wanted me to do all these TV shows, and then they wanted me to engage in all this activity. But then it got down to the wire, and it's like, no, you're going to get on TV shows. Turned down now they've been clear. I'm never coming back here. And I've been back once to be on Joe Rogan. So I'm going to stop right there. Just briefly, because we won't be here if we don't plug. We had the biggest sale we've ever had because they're trying to take our payment processors and shut us down, as you see on the news. They took 5 of our 6 processors. We were down to 1. Backups, we got contracts now, but you never know.
Undertone.
Stories. I know. That's totally how it is. It's like a touch me in story.
So I need to sell out all the Christmas stock, the Black Friday stock.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
He's talking about it.
Launch that, people would choose that over the tyranny of the New World Order. But
I want to know how he ties in BitConnect. Like,
yeah.
Family, you relaunch.
Well, there was that one guy speaking, right? So it wasn't even him.
Yeah.
But now we're slated for destruction. And that's why.
Let me look up the clips. Let me look up Alex.
The point is that we need to get funds in right now. There's a great products you need them. Get a T-shirt, get a book, get a water filter, a lighter.
He's showing his website.
Really analyze the
Devin Stack.
Person doesn't have a good window
Black
of the
Pill.
minds of a lot of these sociopaths that are in the ruling class, because the average person is not a sociopath. And if we don't get this,
I wonder if he just like
and get this
mentioned that. It's like if it's even. I don't even think it's is it about.
It's clickbait, you think?
I totally agree with you, but I want to talk some about you because you're interesting, Mr. Stack. Devin Stack's here with us, blackpill.com. But because I watched 5 of your videos Saturday, I watched 6 or 7 more since then. I've had my children watch them, and I just think you're doing something.
They're all talking about Bitcoin.
Max Kaiser gave me a bunch of Bitcoin. I believe in.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
I know the Federal Reserve's already its own fake currency, so I don't have a digital thing we all agree on. I get tally sticks and 800 years ago in the history of money and all the rest of it in the private Federal Reserve. But then when it's like it's this secret bot that's loving and just keep your money in here, I was like, Ponzi scheme, I'm not doing it. People are like, listen, just take the money. So I don't talk to any of these people. I don't do it. Some of the networks I've been on have taken some of these ads, and I said, I'm leaving if you do that. Because I'll tell people buy great vitamins or minerals or water filters. I know they work damn well and it funds their operation and I'm using them. But I can't walk somebody into something I'm not sure I'd give to my kids. I just it's like Tony Montana says, no women, no kids. I'll kill them, no kids. It's like, I've got rules here.
No kids,
and
bro.
other people tell you lay
That's crypto, bro. No women, no kids, bro.
BitConnect. Talk about that. Talk about QAnon. Because you just put that video out a few weeks ago. I saw. Man,
what is this QAnon? I don't understand this.
And then QAnon saying, I'm going to be arrested.
Oh, you don't know what QAnon is?
No.
Bro? I mean, that is.
Bro, you got to catch up, bro. You got to catch up.
All right, I'll look into it.
Really did the best job, I thought, subtly with QAnon by exposing BitConnect and just saying, oh, I'm going to now cover QAnon, but I guess I just did.
QAnon exposing BitConnect?
Some shit about BitConnect? Does anyone in chat know anything about QAnon talking about BitConnect? I'm gonna search that right fucking now, dude. QAnon's a huge deal, bro. If he brought up BitConnect, that's fucking huge.
QAnon was saying, my fear was just like with BitConnect. So BitConnect, as you described it, it was basically a Ponzi scheme. And when a lot of people invested their money into BitConnect, and then it ended up like every Ponzi scheme, but it eventually failed. It turned a lot of people off to cryptocurrency just in general.
Jesus Christ, he is so right, dude. I'm telling you, that's the bull run won't come until everyone comes back. There has to be something big, bro. Like this, the bull run ain't coming, people. It ain't coming.
It was a huge mess.
It ain't coming.
My fear was that we were going to basically see the same kind of a thing with QAnon, where people were going to put their hopes and dreams into this anonymous poster, and then if if a day ever came, like, well, I don't know, like the other day when Sessions got fired, where it became pretty obvious that this was all a hoax, then they would all of a sudden disregard everything. Although, if this was a lie, then it's all a lie.
I have to go check out this QAnon BitConnect
CNN
video.
And MSNBC, and it was going to
Published on August 6, 2018.
Damn, yeah, he's looking at a QAnon and BitConnect video.
I don't know.
But it was after the deal here. Like I don't know much about this. I have to take a look into it.
All right, that's still good. That's still good. Still QAnon talking about BitConnect.
It's kind of like it's doing more damage than good now, and it seemed like enough was enough, and so I had to make that metaphor, like or use the parable really of, here's what happened with BitConnect, and this is what's going to happen when QAnon collapses, and honestly, I've seen a lot of that already. I've seen people who are losing hope, who are despite my name, I'm not completely black-pilled about the future, but there are people that are really black-pilled now because of their experience with QAnon.
Well, yeah, where'd you get the term black-pilled? What's that mean?
So black-pilled, it means different things to different people, but pretty much it means like red-pilled. Well, I'm gonna put it this way:
we're black-pilled.
Had too many red pills, where it seems like it's a little overwhelming, it's a little too much, and
so I think it's fair to say I've been black-pilled.
And honestly, I'm not black-pilled in terms of there's no possible way for a future for me and my children, but I'm definitely black-pilled in terms of I don't see America ever really existing.
Orange peel, man. We got orange peel with the orange peel.
Unless people break with a psychic political virus that the globalists and WikiLeaks admit is meant to bring us down, destroy us, and steal our prosperity, because the globalists don't want the general public demanding prosperity, which we could have into 1,000 star systems immediately. They want to psychically and politically poison us so we roll over and die. So I agree.
That means BitConnect was real. BitConnect was real. They came and took it down. A real way for the real future. It was working. They came and they killed the idiots.
Once you know all this stuff, you know what he's doing. And it's like, God, they're not taking their lifeboats. It's like so obvious. Sorry, I'm ranting.
No, you're right. The problem is there's really what we need to have something that brings everyone together. The problem with the right now is and there's some benefits.
QAnon is in our chat. Look, there's QAnon, dude. QAnon is here. He's revealed.
And Trump wants to get out of that process. He said that, but what is he supposed to do when people are so dumb? They're using primitive programming on people. He goes, yes, we're all together, but they're being racist, so primitive come together. What is he supposed to do?
Well, I think the right in general needs to focus maybe somewhat on in real life activism.
I agree.
The problem is.
All
right.
Third dimension invasion.
Well, and we need.
I feel like it was a little bit more like clickbaity,
Yeah. Well, that was cool. I didn't hear Alex Jones say BitConnect, did he?
Yeah. I mean, he said it. He said it before, didn't he? Well, he was just referencing it. He wasn't really stating his opinion on it or anything.
BitConnect.
It's on there somewhere. Someone will make a meme out of it. But I want to look up the video they were talking about. So it was this. It came from this YouTube video a couple of months ago, back in August.
QAnon and BitConnect.
Yeah.
Fight I got money on's coming up next.
They say it was a banned video. I don't understand that.
See the banned pilled QAnon and BitConnect video?
I don't understand that at all. And I'll show this to you guys. That's what QAnon and BitConnect. That's what comes up. So they took that video offline or something? I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, so what's up with so what, you're trying to get back into BitMEX trading, bro? What's your what you saying?
If I get some time, man. I've been I've been busy lately, like trying to basically set things up to start, traveling. So I've been selling all my stuff, been getting rid of stuff. I'm throwing away a ton of clothes.
There's some good opportunity where I was really like I knew what the market was going to do. Like that happens, I would say like once every 2 to 3 months. There, like something will be just like crystal clear. You know what I mean? And like you have to face like people telling you that you're wrong and trolls and like Alessio Rastani and shit saying the opposite's going to happen. But like once every 2 or 3 months, dude. Like if you just have a couple basic foundation mechanics and you let it come to you, like you can make some good trades.
Yeah, I want to get more into it for sure. I think like one of the things I was thinking about doing here was like setting up an office to do more of that trading, and then basically just deciding that I wanted to travel. So now what I need to do is set it up like remotely. Like I don't have the multiple screen. Which is kind of helpful, like if you're trying to take in like a lot of information when you're trading. So like I could have some different things going on, but they have like this triple screen thing I think I'm going to get for my laptop eventually, and I'm going to set up this other laptop I've got here as like my trading machine. So but yeah, like I want to get like more into it, but the thing about like trading sometimes is can't do it all the time, right? So it's like when I was doing it back, last year where I was trading a lot more, you really had to kind of pay attention. I wasn't doing a lot of like the TA, like flagging and some of the different using some of those different to trade with. I mean, I was kind of doing it more just with the market feel of just kind of experience and what I thought was gonna happen. Part of the problem with that is I feel like a lot of people get caught in the trap of just buying low, selling high, and a lot of people are also very optimistic of cryptos. Like I'm obviously going to be more biased. Like I'm going to be more pro crypto or like pro like the price is going up, just because like I'm more of like a positive thinker, and I'm also invested in something.
Yeah, but that's not true. Just because you're bearish doesn't mean just because like you like to like I've been shorting more often. Like this whole year, you compare someone that shorts, someone that's shorting instead of longing. Like the shorts always win.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I'm like negative. I'm very positive. But I know like sometimes there was another short. I don't remember when it was, but it was like a couple months ago or something. I don't know. Like I posted a short. And I was hopping up and down, and like people were pissed off because they were, like they were bullish and shit. And like, being bearish doesn't mean you're being negative. It's just being real.
Yeah.
And respecting, respect the Chinese dragon. It's like a helium cell is like standard TA, and then you add another hydrogen, and boop, it becomes Chinese TA. And like, I'm telling you, dude. I need to like write a book. I need to have a picture book. That is all you need. Just a book of pictures and little paragraphs on each one. And it would like, ooh man, that would be so nice, big colorful book for you people.
Make it an ebook.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll have an ebook version. I'll have a limited edition version.
Yeah, I was thinking about setting something up like that, like setting up a lot of the charting and patterns and different things I want to keep in mind, like put it on the wall or something. I'm not going to be able to do that when I'm traveling now.
Ooh, so. A pop-up book. Wow, that's a great idea, dude. How to trade crypto, like the secret. Like I'm telling you, dude, I've unlocked the secret, and the secret is you can use standard TA, but you just have to add another hydrogen cell to it, and then like it's enlightening, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You sent me the one video of the guy that kind of went over a bunch of different positions and everything. He did a great video on it. I really like that video. There's a lot of great stuff in that. I'm blanking on the name, but it was I think it was someone in your Discord I put a video together.
My brother, Flop and Groper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that was a really good video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm putting together a bunch of patterns, and yeah, I'm also watching this fight. I'm watching Mike Perry against Cowboy. I got money on Perry.
Yeah. All right. Well.
So, yeah.
What else do you want to talk about, man? We've been on about 50 minutes. Maybe try to keep this to like an hour or so.
Yeah, we had some good clips in there. You know, I don't know who's gonna hear what and whatever, but good stream, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, thanks for having me on, man. And we'll talk soon.
All right, appreciate it. All right, appreciate you guys staying online. I'll catch you on the next one.